For the past 2 days, His Excellencies, we have had deep discussions and we all agree that climate change is a child rights crisis, even though we the children contribute the least. In Malawi and Mozambique, cyclones have damaged schools and hospitals. In Kenya, Somalia and South Sudan, drought has caused girls to be sold into early marriage. In Nigeria and Sierra Leone, my country, loss of nature has caused our parents to lose their jobs. Across Africa, people fight for water and land, making families move, forcing children into child labor. We as children don't want adults to feel for us. We want to be included in finding solutions. My fellow children and I propose these solutions. Support children's projects like child-led organization on recycling and tree planting. Climate finance should support school feeding, not just food, but a balanced diet. We also need finance to keep girls in school, not in child marriage. Children are innovative. If you give us technology, we will give you the solutions for our water, agriculture, for our sanitation, and for child protection. And we need children in the climate discussion. We were not included in the planning of the summit. In the future, that has to change. President Ruto, African leaders, let us create an Africa fit for every child. And Santi with a thank you. My name is Philippa Kreidel from Sierra Leone. In addition, can you help me? My fellow children, please join me. On behalf of the children in Africa, we want to present our declaration statement to the President of Kenya. Thank you.
Your Excellency Musa Faki, can I ask you also to come up to receive this, please? Thank you so much. And if I can ask the children, we know you have energy. You can move faster. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Can I ask the President of Sierra Leone, please? Sir? Please, 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 sir. The young lady is from Sierra Leone, so wonderful to have the President there with her. Thank you. And here you have it, the children of Africa presenting their declaration and making it clear they have the solutions for all the problems that face them. They are innovative, they're faster than us, and we need to give them that space. Thank you so much. Excellent. And now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now welcome the young people. And I want to ask Fatou Jeng from Gambia and Yared Abera from Ethiopia to come and speak on behalf of the youth of Africa. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, invited guests. My name is Fatou Jeng from the Gambia, and I'm joined by my colleague here, Mr. Yared Abela from Ethiopia. We are here speaking on behalf of African youth to not only share the urgency for climate action, but to share some of our key demands embedded in our declaration, which reflects our commitment as youth to be a part of the solution in shaping Africa's green growth agenda. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for recognizing the crucial role young people play in climate action. I think this is what we need from our leadership. However, as youth, we call upon the key stakeholders to recognize, promote, and invest in the decision of the Africa Youth Climate Assembly by establishing the Assembly as the principal forum for consolidating and meaningfully enhancing the coordination of youth engagement in climate governance across member states beyond the Africa Climate Summit. And we also urge the key stakeholders to support youth inclusion in advancing Africa's sustainable development goals and the Great Grown Agenda in official continental forums. We also would love to engage the African Union Commission's Youth Division and Department of Sustainable Environment and Blue Economy to integrate the Africa Youth Climate Assembly into their structures, and also aligning with Article 19 of the Africa Youth Charter on Sustainable Development and the Protection of our Environment.
We also urge the creation of an intergenerational green investment fund to support young-led innovations, actions, and green jobs for African youth. We also request for the lobby of the established United Nations Youth Office to domiciled in Africa in line with the structure of global climate institutions. We call for engagement and investment in young people in exploring agricultural potential of Africa. In conclusion, we would like to also seek from key stakeholders to invest in youth-led research, innovations for identifying local climate solutions.
In conclusion, we believe that African youth have showcased their African-led solutions to the global challenge. Invest in us. Thank you so much. And before we just go, Your Excellency, with your permission, we would love to join our colleagues, the children as well, to call you on stage as well, and the AU chairperson, to also have our colleagues from the Africa Youth Climate Assembly team, Ms. Watuti, Mr. Brian Miner, and Alfonso, to join us in sharing the Africa Youth Climate Assembly Declaration. And I saw that my citizenship has been changed to Nigeria, so I am a dual citizen now, a Gambian and a Nigerian.
Yeah.
This is the true treasure of Africa. It's her young people. Let's give them a warmer round of applause. They are the bright light. And here we have them handing over the Youth Declaration to His Excellency Musa Faki and His Excellency President William Ruto. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to call on the voices of the indigenous peoples. The Ogiek community live in Kenya's Mau and Mount Elgon forests, and some of you will know that these are critical water catchment areas. They are protectors of our forests. They are our forest keepers. A warm welcome to Judy Kipkenda from the Ogiek community. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President of Kenya, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, distinguished excellencies from different countries, our governors, and all other guests. Good morning. My name is Judy Kipkenda from the Ogiek people of Kenya. We, the African indigenous peoples, gathered for the African Climate Summit, Pre-Summit Forum, from the 1st to 3rd of September 2023, here in Nairobi, Kenya. Hereby, we call on African states, governments, bilateral institutions, and other actors to create a focal point and liaison offices at the African Union headquarters of Africa for indigenous peoples. We call on them to ensure effective and meaningful participation of African indigenous peoples in all development agendas and high-level